Thee.Grace.
I'm Esther.
And we are Miss Wamagatas.
It's giving love. It's giving wifey, yeah. It's giving somebody that I need right now.
So we are. Actually, we are back. We're not back. We're here.
We're new.
We're new. We're here to stay.
For new subscribers, we're from
Thee
Wamagatas,
but we are
Miss Wamagata. Yeah.
I just thought it was very slick because it's Miss Wamagatas, like one person.
Yeah.
I love it. And today we have a very interesting topic for you guys. It's gonna be like a little story time, a little talk because we've been talking. You know?
It's what you did.
Oh, the la 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 la. Okay.
That.
Oops. Anyway, so yeah, so today we're gonna be doing a little story time on how we came to America, because you guys have been asking, and you know what we did? You asked. We had your request, and what did we do?
We answered.
Exactly.
We're here to deliver.
Exactly.
That's what we do.
That's what we do always. So if you want more content and if you want something specific, ask. It will be given out to you. The Bible says, ask. And it shall be given out to you.
If you don't ask,
If you
we'll
don't
never
ask,
know.
For those men that are out there, if you don't ask, how will you find that good way? Come on, somebody. We are preaching today.
Woo! After the spirit.
Anyway, so yeah, today we're gonna be doing a little story time on how we came to America.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who didn't know, there are different ways to come to America. You can come through a visa. For those of you guys who don't know, there are different sorts of visas. There's a tourist visa, a fiance visa, macho kona shida. A tourist visa, a fiance visa, a student visa. There's all kinds of visas, but we didn't come to America through a visa. We came through a
Green card.
That is a lottery that you apply for, and you win like a lottery, and you get to come here.
And then it's not as easy as that though. It takes a long time.
It takes a long time.
When did we win our green card?
Around 20.
We won in Nika class 5.
Yeah, how old
We won
were you?
in class 5. I wanna say like how old were you when you came here?
No. We came in 2010.
I think we were in 2007, right after I went to Fair Loans.
No, it was I think it's 2008 because it was after classes.
Classes were in 2007.
Yeah.
They
so
2008 January, because we
no,
were.
not January, like.
They were in 2007. Were they in 2008?
Yeah.
They were in 2007 December, and then it got transferred back at January. So that's when we went to Fair Loans, remember? Because clashes zikifanyika took one daily.
Okay, you don't have to explain yourself. So
I know.
we're just
I'm
giving.
just trying
Okay,
to
guys, in this
recap.
video we're gonna be giving like a rough timeline. So don't quote on it.
Yeah.
Don't quote us on it. It's just like a rough timeline of what we remember, because we were kids. I came to America when I was 10. She came when she was 14.
13. I was
13
turning 14.
So there's we don't remember much, so we're gonna give you guys the context of what we remember. This is how we won the green card. My dad, my uncle who hosted us, RIP to uncle, he came to Kenya.
Yeah.
And he offered he told one of my aunties that there's an opportunity to come to Kenya, to America.
He told them he was going to take their passports, because you can apply for green card ukiwa Kenya, or you can have somebody apply it for you when you're here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's
he asked for their pictures.
Yeah.
He
So he asked for my
pictures.
dad's cousins pictures.
Yeah.
My dad, being his active self,
he took the opportunity. His pictures, sent them straight. And
no, he gave them to him.
Yeah, he gave them to him.
Came with them.
Yeah, he came with them.
And so they applied.
And my cousin, Karao, he applied.
So, and then Uncle won that first time.
Yeah,
His
my
brother
uncle's brother
won that
first
time. The next round, Dad requested they reapply for us again. That round we won.
Yeah, so when we won, it's a long process before you come here.
2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. It took 5 years, because after you win the green card, then you have to now go. That took like almost.
So we didn't win in 2008. Then we applied in 2008. The
we
first
applied.
time, and then the second time is when we won. Then it takes a year to reapply. Because wanapeanga segment kwanza ya to September, remember? And then they give the other segment starts again.
Anyway, we're not gonna get into these days. But
these
now,
days are messed up.
After we won the green card, Now when they tell you you've won the green card, then you have to, I think there's some forms you have to submit.
Yes.
They send you the forms in Kenya. If you applied
from
here,
Kentucky,
they
I
send from
remember that.
Kentucky and then to Kenya. You
Yeah.
have to fill some forms out, and then you send them back here to the States.
So for us, one of the papers delayed, which caused a delay in our process. So one of my uncles told my dad not to sign one of the papers. My dad listened. That uncle was here, so my dad listened. He didn't sign. So because he listened and didn't sign, God working his own miracles, because these American people, they don't play. They sent back the one single paper, and they told him, yo, you didn't sign it and return it.
Which was
Mind
a
you,
miracle.
They don't do
by
that.
itself.
They just take your application, trash
Throw it
it
away.
So they did that, and then mind you, it's a process time.
Yeah.
So they took it back, and then now we had to wait again, because it was a process, it getting there and us waiting. Mpaka ifikiwe. And
Now
now
they have to
wamerudisha. Now we have to wait again, which took a long time. Okay, and then sasa eventually we were told
we were cleared with all of that.
Yeah.
We were cleared with all that. Now we had to go to the embassy.
Yeah. So this
get
was
health checked.
This was after they told us to win.
Yeah, we've already won.
Yeah, now they've told us, okay,
and they've approved our documents.
And they've approved our documents. So then now we had to go get medical checkups.
If you fail that, you're not coming. Wallahi, nedunga sindano karibu 20.
Sindano kama za ng'ombe. Kubwa! Big ones! Big ones!
And then ukikula medical, you have to strip naked and then they have to search you.
I didn't do that though.
You were young, huh?
Yeah, I was too young. Hey!
Yeah, I was invaded. I was invaded in that place.
Don't violate me. But yeah, so for me, they didn't do that. They did that for everybody else. And then I think they asked you if you were pregnant.
And I'm like, girl, what you mean am I pregnant?
Oh God, I remember they were asking us if we had HIV, and I was so tense, man. I didn't know if I had it.
Where would you have gotten AIDS, girl? I think kids were
tense,
dumb,
man.
because people used to even prick their fingers and then you put your fingers together.
But I was tense, yo. I laugh, you know, that's when you
little
see
blood.
Then that's when you see like headboard.
Yeah.
And then my mom had said, if they find out you have HIV, you're not going. Oh my God. And then that's when I used to see boards. HIV and AIDS is a killer disease.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I was like 9. I was like, oh, I'm not one. I got it. I know I got it. Well, so eventually they tested us and we
got
passed.
cleared.
Mind you, this is a process. Because this week, hey, that's when my dad used to say your speed will help you in the morning.
In the morning. You're delaying. Medical.
Your speed will help you. You cannot be late.
Because once you're late and they cancel that, you don't know if you're gonna get another appointment.
You most likely don't.
Kenya is wild.
Hey, so they cleared us.
We went
which
back
is after
to
a
school.
process. Now mind you, walikuwa wanakupoke this week, and then they're like, okay, you have like other shots to come, so we go like another time. Remember?
Yeah.
And then mind
you
were short, and the next day you have class and you have to write.
And you're so sore.
Social studies, ameandika, and you have to write.
And
that
you're
was
so
torture,
sore.
man. But it was worth it. So
we finished that.
Cleared. After that,
then they call you for the interview. After a while, now they have. So easy, like this medical files, they have to make sure that you guys are good, which takes process.
And everything takes like a good
3 months,
3 to 6 months. Everything, every little step.
Yeah. Now after that, then they have to. Now they send us. They now say, okay, you passed all this and this and this. Now you have to go for the interview process.
Right.
So we went for the interview, and we passed everything. But my dad's birth KCP paper, he had to get a newer version because I think his old one alikuwa amepoteza or something. So yenye alikuwa nayo, it was too new, and I don't think they had seen that before, like that kind before. So, and then like based on the fact that he had also graduated like a long time ago, and then you have like this really new document, so they had to verify that. So they told us we're not disqualified, but we're not qualified. So like they have to verify the paper and make sure it's actually legit.
And then let's talk about the fact that every process was money, and not little money. It
was really
it's a lot of money. It's a lot.
Medical by itself was
at
around 250,000 Kenyan shillings,
and I think it was even more. It was a lot. And mind you, this is 2009-ish. So 20,000 in 2009 and 20,000 now is not.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, it's not a joke.
I don't even know how our parents were able to afford that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I think back and I'm like, I used to think we didn't have money, but bro, we were balling if we had that much.
Girl,
do all that.
But then like we were not living like a teen.
But
like,
how could you though?
You can't leave.
We couldn't because we knew there's a process going on.
Yeah.
So it's like
every penny that you guys get,
Yeah.
every extra penny,
it goes to
that.
And then it's like we can't start investing here if we don't know we're staying here full time. So it's like we'd rather save, wait, ikikataliwa, kikiumana, then we start investing in Kenya. But God had blessed us. We were doing good. We were doing good for real. I'm not even gonna care.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, hata kama ulikuwa mnatuita poa shule, we were doing fine.
We were doing okay. Because there's nothing they could have done. They were they really tried. Shout out to our parents.
They did good. After the interview, that's when we were told, you have to do this. So my dad did everything that he had to do, and then now, eventually after it took a long time.
It took a really long time.
That process after he took the papers in now. It took a minute. It took
almost a year.
Yeah, it took a long time.
It took longer than a year.
It took a long time.
Because
we were like...
It was like second term. I'll never forget. It was like, I think we were first term.
Imagine we started the process
class
5.
It was first term class 7. Na tulipatanga hiyo visa the next year.
Before ufanye KCP.
Before nifanye KCP.
Like a week before KCP.
Yeah.
And it was like normally in November?
It was October.
Yeah.
Like so, it was like maybe a week
we
to
came
mock,
here October
like the
10th.
mock test. Yeah.
I remember. So it took a long time to where we had I had given up. I don't.
Let me tell you, me was gangster. I used to tell this guy who used to come like to our place, Pastor Ndago, I was like, Miss Vanyi KCP Kenya. Let me tell you, God is I can
God listens, man. So it took a really, really long time. So this is where it gets crazy. So eventually one day we come home from school.
It was a Friday, I'll never forget.
Yeah, it was a Friday. So we come home from school and my dad we get home. So my mom and my dad went home. I remember walitupata home.
But there was a bahasha in the house, I remember.
Yeah, so we never opened it because that one was sorrow.
Yeah.
So my mom, they came, they were like, okay guys. So I remember my mom came with her friend. She was like, okay guys, we have some good news and bad news.
Mom was crying.
She wasn't crying at first.
But her eyes were red.
Yeah, so she was like, we have good news and bad news. Like, okay, what's up? She's like, we got the green card to go.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah. She's like, sweet. So what's the bad news? Only 4 of us got it, not 6. So she said that my little brother and my older brother didn't get theirs. And let's talk about it. Kenya, there's a lot of corruption that goes on in Kenya.
Yeah.
Us leaving my brothers was not
because we didn't
the US
get
government's fault because we didn't get the visa or something went. No, it was because somebody bought
in that
the green
stupid
card
government
for more money. So they were given the green card because the government knows there's a set amount of people that are coming through green card. So
they sell that visa. They sell that visa for you. Yeah. They sell it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Because
they have more money. So that's what happened, and my brothers were the victims. And sister, the worst part was leaving my little brother because my older brother understood, but my little brother was 5. He was younger. He was like 4 at the time.
He was in preschool.
So young. He was so young. Like he honestly did not deserve that. So we had to leave him, and I remember so vividly. First of all, let's talk about after Sisam we've learned we're going. I was like, okay, sawa.
I asked to exchange my visa. I literally cared. I was like, I remember telling mom, I'll give Njoro my visa, like just for him to go, because I was just like, I can tolerate.
Yeah,
I can tolerate this crap.
Right. And sometimes you just have to take the opportunity because you're like, do I take this opportunity or leave it?
Mm-hmm. But sometimes you don't have, like for us, we really didn't have a way out.
It was
like,
either
we've already
half of us or we stay all of us
and suffer. And this was the thing. My dad had already invested so much to come into the States. Right. He had already invested so much. So it would have been a really big burden for my dad. And then like in that spin of a moment, because my dad was given an option, was told, either you take these visas and right now.
Mind you, this embassy, they gave him that ultimatum when he was there. And they told, okay, Okay, so the reason why we didn't even mention this. The reason why they didn't give him the visa is because they didn't have their fingerprints. Like, why does a 5-year-old need his freaking fingerprints taken?
And even if he does,
And then
you guys have had
Sami,
these things for days.
Why didn't you ask? On top of that, Sami wasn't even 18 at the time. Sami was 17. He wasn't 18. This person didn't need his fingerprints either because they needed an 18-year-old to get fingerprints. So they asked the guy, they asked my dad to get them.
From
Mohoho
to Nairobi.
And get Njoro
from Derry.
And mind you, what time they were
like
closing the process ends at 12. And the
which is also a scam, because it's like, if the visa is expiring within a week, how are you going to tell me you're closing like today? Mbona hizi fanyika Monday?
And then
you know
on
what
top
I'm saying?
of that,
it's just so freaking
they told him
up.
it's in a council, like your process yote inaisha
in a council visa like hizo green card zote that you need
that day at 12. And what time was it? Around like
11:10.
So tell me, utatoaje mtoto Mohoho
umlete
mpaka Nairobi, alafu toe mwingine Kikuyu mpaka Nairobi akuje chukue fingerprints that were definitely not needed. Anyways, we're not here to complain about you. So now it's my dad to hustle, get the last minute plane tickets, do his thing, get us all sorted out to go. So
unajaribu kukopa mtu.
Anyway, so some of my family members helped out, so shout out to them. So we went. And if you guys know the filing process is about, so first we were told we need to wait until we are citizens to file for them.
Mean? What are you talking
Mind
about?
you, it takes 5 years to be a citizen. We're like,
it's like no.
So we were like, so we went. I remember we used to go from like government buildings, from lawyer to lawyer. We didn't rest for like the first 6, not even 6, like the first 2 months.
2 months.
We weren't resting. Because tulikuwa finding a solution.
Yeah.
How do we get there? I remember we used to go tell like these lawyers or like these consulates or whatever you call them our story, and they would cry. Because tulikuwa tunambia story tukilia. My mom is crying, my dad is, my mom and dad
was rough.
together. That was
America
rough.
The first 2 months it was rough.
Because it wasn't going to see places. So anyways, that's gonna be like the end of this video. We're gonna do a part 2, so stay tuned for part 2, and thank you for watching and listening, and it's coming soon, okay?